NFTs are a booming business, and trading them can make you millions. If you choose the right ones, that is. Now, some NFTs are going for jaw-dropping amounts and commanding almost unbelievable price tags. So, in the video today, I'm going to tell you all about the most expensive NFT sales we've seen so far. Get ready for your mind to be blown and your jaw to hit the floor. Before we dabble in digital tokens, there is a truth that needs to be spoken. As my attire suggests, I am not here to give financial advice. So if that's what you came here for, then think twice. I must also stress that any NFTs you see in this video are used for entertainment and education, and shouldn't be considered as support for any particular item, artist, or collection. If it's your first time here, my name is Guy and I cover everything in the cryptosphere. Coin reviews, pressing news, market moves, and useful tools are just a few of the topics I cover here on the tube. If you want to make sure my videos get directly to you, hit subscribe and the bell icon so you know when the next one is due. Right, I know my rhyming skills are extensive, but let's find out which NFTs are the most expensive. The tail end of 2021 saw NFTs take the worlds of art, gaming, and entertainment by storm, and they're showing no signs of slowing down as 2022 rumbles on. Whether you think they're a speculative fad or a great new opportunity for artists and entrepreneurs, NFTs continue to make the headlines, especially when they sell for hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars a pop. Now, in order to properly understand why NFTs have been melting faces in recent times, a brief analysis of what makes up an NFT is only constructive. If you're already indoctrinated and know all about that, then feel free to skip to the next section using those timestamps in the video timeline. So, an NFT is a type of cryptographic token that represents a unique asset, be it in the real world or in digital format. And it functions as a verifiable proof of authenticity and ownership within a blockchain network. Furthermore, NFTs are inherently non-interchangeable with one another, which allows for the introduction of non-fungibility and provable scarcity to digital and creator economies. While there are many different types of NFTs and NFT token standards such as ERC 721 and ERC 1155, they all generally boast the following qualities, namely immutability, uniqueness, permanence, provable scarcity, and intrinsic blockchain-backed value. Now, digital art has perhaps been the most salient use case for NFTs in recent times. This has been primarily fueled by the fact that some of the most expensive non-fungible tokens in existence are those possessing an artistic component. Just think about those mighty punks or apes, for instance. Now, if you'd like to know more about NFTs and all their different use cases, you can check out my most recent video I made on all of that, which you'll find up there in the top right. Okay, with that out of the way, let's get cracking and tackle the top 10 list of the most expensive NFTs ever. First up, the Merge. Arguably the most expensive NFT sale to date, the Merge was minted in early December 2021 on the Nifty Gateway NFT marketplace and took place over a 2-day sales event. Launched in early December 2021 by anonymous artist PAC, what makes this artwork particularly unique is that buyers didn't purchase the actual Ethereum-based NFTs like you would at a Sotheby's NFT auction, for instance. Instead, they paid for MAYC tokens that would be combined to create dynamic, distinctive NFT collectibles following the token sale, based on how many tokens were merged. PAC was one of the early stars of the NFT space and is the first artist to earn more than $1 million total from tokenized artwork. PAC has also continued to push the NFT ecosystem forward, organizing a number of culturally relevant events such as Sotheby's first NFT auction, experimental drops, and a lot more. The mysterious artist has now single-handedly yielded one of the largest NFT drops to date with Merge, and PAC's prominent profile and enigmatic format attracted many NFT collectors. More than 28,000 of them collectively spent over $91.8 million during the 2-day token sale. In fact, according to stats from Nifty Gateway, a total of 266,444 MAYC tokens were purchased, with the top wallet amassing, pardon the pun, over 8,600 MAS tokens. Existing PAC NFT collectors gained early access to the sale and could purchase tokens for $299 apiece, while the public sale started at $400 per token and increased in $25 increments every 6 hours, with the last tokens selling for $575 apiece. Technically speaking, the Merge is the highest grossing NFT project in Nifty Gateway's history, and it defined the Merge as, quote, the largest ever sale by a living creator. Now, while this does indeed sound impressive, it isn't correct. For instance, British artist Damien Hirst, who has since entered the NFT space himself, held a $200 million solo artwork auction in 2008, while American artist Jasper Johns' Flag reportedly sold for $110 million in 2010. Now, in parallel with the Merge, PAC has released other collections, including the likes of X, The Fungible, and Lost Poets. And while the Merge primary sale almost hit a staggering $92 million, on the NFT front, Beeple's $69.3 million sale in March of last year holds the title for a single piece of artwork. According to Christie's, the American digital artist Beeple should be considered as, quote, among the top 3 most valuable living artists. And while I might be inclined to debate this point, Beeple has played a major role in the development of the NFT ecosystem as a whole, especially as it pertains to raising awareness and growing the cultural appeal of NFTs. Funnily enough, until October of 2020, the most Mike Winkelmann, aka Beeple, had ever sold a print for was $100. But in early March of 2021, an NFT of his artwork went for a jaw-dropping $69 million in a first-of-its-kind auction held by renowned British auction house Christie's. Yup, that, as they say, escalated quickly. This record-breaking NFT sale came after months of progressively valuable auctions and an aggressive growth spurt and price discovery in the NFT market. For instance, in late October 2020, Winkelmann sold his first series of NFTs, with a pair going for $66,666 each. Then, in December, he sold a series of works for $3.5 million total. And in February of 2021, one of his NFTs that originally went for $66,000 was resold for $6.6 million, indicating a 10,000% price appreciation. Not bad at all. Now, a few factors explain why Beeple's work has become so valuable and has garnered such unprecedented traction. For starters, Beeple has built a large fan base of dedicated art connoisseurs and NFT collectors, with over 2.5 million followers across his social media platforms. Secondly, Beeple has proven to be a famously prolific artist, and his most iconic piece, called Everydays, is a clear indication of that. This is because, apart from his Everydays NFT, Winkelmann truly does create and publish artworks almost every day, with a series of collections and one-of-one individual art pieces being released on a regular basis. In addition, in parallel with the artist's dedication and year-long mania phase surrounding NFTs, many collectors are starting to view blockchain-based digital art as the next logical step in collectability practices and as the most aesthetically appealing structure to store, collect, and trade art moving forward. And for those collectors who believe this is indeed the case, the escalating prices of NFTs are minuscule compared to what NFTs might be worth down the road. I digress. Beeple's artwork Everydays, the first 5,000 days, is a collage of 5,000 different digital images tokenized and stored on the Ethereum blockchain as a non-fungible token. Beeple took direct inspiration from the work of British artist Tom Judd and began working on the project daily on May 1st, 2007, almost 15 years ago. What I find intriguing about the 5,000 Days NFT is that the art piece contains images and figures inspired by pop culture, the entertainment industry, and politics, including representations of Jeff Bezos and Donald Trump. They're also all arranged chronologically. The Everydays NFT was purchased by Singapore-based programmer Vignesh Sundaresan, a crypto investor, art aficionado, and the founder of the MetaPurse NFT project. Sundaresan reportedly purchased the NFT for 42,329 ETH, or approximately $60.3 million at the time, making Beeple's Everyday's art piece, together with PAC's Merge collection, arguably the most expensive one-of-one NFT sale to date. Okay, so that's Beeple. Next up, the mighty Fidenza number 313. Now, the recent resurgence in NFT market activity has seen projects like the Bored Ape Yacht Club, the Cryptopunks, and blockchain-based gaming protocols such as Axie Infinity dominate much of the conversation. But amid all that hype, the Ethereum-based generative art collection Artblocks has quietly been stacking up hundreds of millions of dollars of trading volume, and in August of last year, it marked one of its largest single NFT sales to date. This was for Fidenza number 313 by American generative artist Tyler Hobbs. It sold for a mind-blowing 1,000 ETH, or just over $3.3 million at the time it was purchased. But what's astounding about this is that the artwork was previously traded for 0.58 ETH, or about $1,400 on June the 11th, shortly after being minted, marking a gigantic return on investment for the previous owner. Artblocks launched in November of 2020, and the collection in itself, which spans more than 140 different generative art drops by varying creators, exploded in value over the last year. Tyler Hobbs' Fidenza line launched in June of 2021 and has quickly become one of the most widely recognized Artblocks collections, with NFT floors currently sitting at approximately 70 ETH. The Fidenza collection spans 999 pieces, each based on an algorithm that generates a distinctive artwork upon minting. Because they're stored on-chain as NFTs, Fidenzas are unique and non-interchangeable with one another, but they're all characterized by patterns of colorful rectangles and squares that populate the scene. The second most expensive Fidenza went for 950 ETH about 4 months ago. However, like with most fine art NFT collections, the price of the asset is primarily determined by quality, refinement, and intricacy of the piece. And to be frank, I can see why this Fidenza here went for the price it did. Next in line, we have a rather interesting one titled This Changed Everything. In 1989, British computer scientist Sir Tim Berners-Lee invented the World Wide Web in a moment that changed the world forever. And from June the 20th to June the 23rd, 2021, Sotheby's held an auction for an early implementation of the web written by Berners-Lee himself, tokenized as an ERC 721 NFT on Ethereum. The auctioned NFT includes the original archive of dated and time-stamped files containing the source code written between 1990 and 1991, with the files containing code with approximately 9,000 lines, which include implementations of 3 different coding languages. The NFT furthermore showcases black and white animated visualizations of code lasting over 30 minutes, and even a personal letter written by Sir Tim himself, reflecting on the entire implementation process. This World Wide Web source code NFT sold for a staggering $5.4 million in late June of 2021, and because of its cultural significance as one of the earliest technical expressions of the internet, I can understand its selling price. Especially because without the advent of the web, our beloved crypto and NFTs wouldn't even be here. Next up, we have a Mutant Ape Yacht Club Serum. Now, the NFT development startup Yuga Labs first created the Bored Ape Yacht Club in April of 2021 as a 10,000 item collection of grungy simians minted on Ethereum. If you'd like to know more about Yuga Labs and other top-tier NFT issuers, you can check out my video I recently made on it, which you'll find up there in the top right. Anywho, Yuga Labs didn't simply intend to have the Bored Ape Yacht Club as its main and sole collection, and it subsequently set out to create an additional collection of 20,000 mutant apes. 10,000 of these were airdropped to all existing Bored Ape holders, and the other 10,000 were sold via Dutch auction on August 28, 2021. Now, in order for original BAYC holders to access their mutants, they weren't actually airdropped the NFTs themselves. Instead, they were given a little something called serums. In essence, a serum is a utility-infused NFT that mutates the collection's primates. In order to mutate a Bored Ape with a serum, an individual must have both a Bored Ape NFT and a serum NFT in their wallet before using the mutating feature on the MAYC website. But once expended for the mutation, the Serum NFT is burnt, essentially making it extremely scarce and potentially priceless in the future. Now, not all serums are alike, and they range across M1, M2, and M3 serums depending on their mutation power and scarcity. Thus, given these features, in early January 2022, the rare serum number 69 for Yuga Labs' BAYC sold for approximately 1,500 ETH, or around $6 million at the time, making it the largest sale for a serum to date. The serum was purchased by Deepak Taplial, the CEO of the blockchain tech startup Chain, but not without competition from Andreessen Horowitz-backed Meta4 Capital, which fell about $250,000 short. In a Twitter feed dated January the 3rd, the CEO shed light on the logic behind his recent purchase and outlined the future potential he sees in holding an M3 serum. Now, out of all the existing serums, M3s are the rarest, with only 8 of them being released to the community. However, given that most M3 serums have already been deployed to mutate Bored Apes, this could potentially drive major market demand in the future, as they are inherently one of the scarcest assets within the BAYC ecosystem. And speaking of the BAYC, next up we have the Bored Ape Yacht Club auction held at Sotheby's in September of 2021. Sotheby's auctioned off 2 separate NFT bundles, one containing 101 rare Bored Apes, which sold for a mouthwatering $24.4 million, and another one containing 101 Bored Ape Kennel Club NFTs, which went for a very respectable $1.8 million. Both bundles showcase a rare collection of some of the finest NFTs within the Bored Ape Yacht Club ecosystem, with some unique feature arrangements such as sailor hats, eye patches, bone necklaces, funky furs, stud earrings, and other groovy wearables. Another massive NFT sale held at Christie's was the one in May of last year, which saw a collection of 9 Cryptopunks go for $16.9 million. Yep, $16.9 million. Cryptopunks are one of the earliest NFT projects, and in the last year alone, they've become increasingly valuable as collector's items. Now, I've talked about the Cryptopunks many times before, so I'll leave links to all my videos on them in the description below. The Cryptopunks project was created by Lava Labs in 2017 and was launched as a 10,000 item collection of pixel art portraits of people, zombies, aliens, and apes. Each NFT was algorithmically generated and features different attributes such as hairstyle, glasses, or hat. Some traits are rarer than others, and those tend to make for more valuable Cryptopunks. What's particularly noteworthy about the BAYC and Cryptopunk sales is the evident paradigm shift that centuries-old auction houses such as Sotheby's and Christie's are currently undergoing. This as they start to progressively understand and appreciate the value, social impact, cultural significance, and economy of non-fungible tokens. Moreover, Sotheby's has become so NFT-friendly to the point that it's decided to build its own metaverse ecosystem to host in-house auctions called the Sotheby's Metaverse. Pretty cool, right? Next in line, virtual land plots. In fact, the latest hot real estate market isn't the Italian Riviera or the heart of Manhattan. It's in the metaverse, where gamers are flocking and digital property sales are reaching new all-time highs. A growing number of investment firms are starting to acquire digital land in worlds such as the Sandbox and Decentraland, where players simulate real-life pursuits, from shopping to attending a concert or event. This is because NFT-powered metaverse concepts are slowly but surely starting to enter traditional economic structures, a sentiment that was popularized by Facebook's recent rebranding to Meta Platforms in October of last year. On top of that, there are ongoing speculations revolving around the role that digital real estate will play in future digital economies, where ownership of underlying assets could very well prove to be an invaluable financial proposition. And this is precisely the reason why Republic Realm, an entity that invests in and develops virtual real estate and other digital assets, purchased a plot of virtual land in the Sandbox metaverse in late November of last year for a total of $4.3 million. Republic Realm purchased the land plot from OG gaming studio Atari, marking the biggest metaverse property sale recorded to date. With its recent purchase, Republic Realm now owns about 2,500 plots of digital land across 19 worlds, which makes for a rather impressive metaverse portfolio. The new record set by Republic Realm broke the one set just 1 week prior by the Metaverse Group, a subsidiary of Tokens.com, which purchased a plot of virtual real estate in the Decentraland ecosystem for a total of 618,000 mana tokens, or approximately $2.43 million at the time. This land plot purchased by the Metaverse Group is located in the so-called Fashion District of the Decentraland Metaverse, and Tokens.com stated that it would use the 116 parcel estate to expand the digital fashion industry by onboarding major brands in the space and effectively bridging the gap between their traditional business models and the metaverse economy. Virtual land aside, in-game NFTs deserve to be mentioned here, as they've created a market structure of their own following the rise of GameFi and play-to-earn ecosystems. Now, last on our list, we have the mighty Axie Infinity with its triple Mystic Axies. As a quick background, Axie Infinity soared in popularity as a Pokemon-like play-to-earn blockchain game, especially in areas where gaming is particularly popular, such as Indonesia, the Philippines, and other areas of Southeast Asia. In order to play the game, players are required to own a set or team of Axies in order to battle with other players and generate yield. But given the recent surge in the crypto gaming market, these in-game NFTs have become increasingly hard and expensive to acquire due to the steep price appreciation on some of these Tamagotchi-esque NFTs. In fact, in November of 2020, two of the game's most expensive assets, namely triple Mystic Axies number 1046 and 3224, were sold for a total of 500 ETH, equating to approximately $1.1 million at the time. Now, out of all the Axies in existence, Mystic Axies have proven to be the most sought-after and utility-rich NFTs in the game, as they ensure lucrative gameplay and some of the highest yield-bearing functionalities. This, in turn, has opened up an entirely new spectrum in gaming economies and has led to the development of new financial ecosystems built on in-game utility and gameplay opportunities, and maybe, just maybe, it could prove to be the catalyst for the creation of the next Gaming 2.0 model. If you wanted to learn more about Axie Infinity, then I highly encourage you to watch my video on it, top right, por favor. And that concludes the list of the top 10 most expensive NFTs, folks. Now, we all know that NFTs have been all the rage over the last year and a half, but in today's video, I wanted to give you guys a full overview of some of the most expensive ones on the block. Now, I do indeed expect something of a pullback in the NFT space at some point in the future, and this is simply due to the fact that NFTs are an inherently volatile asset class, and nothing can possibly go up forever, even in the crypto market. That being said, I firmly believe that NFTs are, in some shape or form, here to stay, and they will play an instrumental role in the evolution of our digital and creator economies. And while not all NFTs are guaranteed to succeed in the long term, I do foresee many other collections coming out of the space in the future that could very well yield some rather interesting returns. Perhaps the next BAYC or Cryptopunks movement, for instance. So, as per usual, please carry out your proper due diligence before you allocate your hard-earned money to any NFT protocol, however revolutionary it might initially seem. And make sure to watch this space, folks, because you never know, the next big thing in NFTs might just be around the corner. That's all for today, people, but I'm sure you'll have plenty of questions, so please don't hesitate to let me know and shoot me a question down below. What do you think of NFTs? Do you hold any in your portfolios? Which ones are you most bullish on? I'm really curious to know. Remember to subscribe to the channel and ping that notification bell if you'd like to keep getting the highest quality crypto content on the scene. Make sure you also check out the Coin Bureau Clips channel to get all the information you need on emergency crypto market, crypto projects, and Coin Bureau updates right away. I will see you very soon, but until then, this is where I can be found: TikTok, Telegram, Instagram, and Twitter. Also, subscribing to my weekly newsletter will make your crypto life sweeter. It's packed with all the tips and tricks that will make your gains stick. If you have some extra cash laying around for a Coin Bureau tee or sweater, then that's super. Thank you so much for watching, folks, and I'll see you all very soon.